Alright, I'm going to give you a quick overview to do the radius arm bushings, which are right there, and this is on a Ford F150 4x4 1994. Anyway, these were slopping around quite a bit, so I swapped them out. I just want to give you a quick rundown of what you need to do. I'm not going to get all boring with you. Alright, you do have to disconnect the lower part of the shock. I did take the full spring out. You've basically got a nut up here, which is actually a self-tapper, and you've got the inside one there, which is kind of a pain in the ass. Actually, I did this with a socket before I connected the top end so that I could get my hand inside the spring. Okay, so just a heads up. But anyway, so I did take the spring out, and yes, I did use spring retainers as far as compressing it down. I also disconnected the sway bar, actually just this bolt right here. Then in turn, this plate, I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually a full solid plate which seats the spring. This whole piece pops out. So that whole bottom piece there, which is connected to this arm here, pops out. That makes life a lot easier. Okay. I also had to disconnect the drive shaft here just to get myself a little bit of more leverage as far as when I was pulling the whole shaft this way in order to pop this side out. So I did disconnect that there, just on the two little U-joints there, to make that break part. In addition, I also have to break apart that, which is I guess part of the well, it's the hinge point for this side of the suspension. So there you see it's going on the suspension there, right there, and then I pop that hinge out there. And then what that does is it gives you left and right motion as far as this beam right here. Alright, so anyway, it was a pain in the ass, jacking up, jacking down, doing all the rest of it. Life will be a lot easier as far as having two people involved. But I managed to do both sides. The other side's a little easier, but not that much, because you don't have to disconnect the drive shaft on the other side. But this took me roughly all of 5 hours on my own, and granted I did go down to the auto parts store to get a couple of pieces in the interim. And yes, I know I've got a booster in here. I'm actually trying to get rid of some camber. Anyway, hope that helps. So you got sway bar, spring, shock, drive shaft, and then obviously you're pulling this out and replacing the whole bushing set here. Alright, so it's not all that bad, it's just a little finagly, and like I said, using the jack, moving this thing this way, up and down, all the rest of it helps pop this side out, but it is a pain in the ass, and like I said, two people's a lot better. Alright, well I hope that works for you. Have fun.